Hi, this is the first December video update. Thank you for the people who are looking at the site now and testing it. I really do appreciate it. And if I can help in any way, then just drop me a line. And if you have any indications of any techie issues about downloads or viewings or any of those kind of things on the technical side, then obviously that's something that we'll be really interested in. If you've got any ideas of how it can be changed, altered, improved, then again I'm really up for changing it and understanding what it is that needs to be put into the website in order to make it something much more helpful. When we're looking at change in any way, shape or form, change is really hard for some people. For others it's not a problem, but for some people it's really hard because they don't have a good experience of change possibly, or they have a process of worrying about what the change might affect or how that might be in the future. I've got a saying I give to people who are looking at change and feeling stuck, is that when you're looking to change anything and go forward, stop looking over your shoulder. That might sound very simplistic, and in some sense it is, but it's the looking over your shoulder, the worrying about what will happen and what has happened in the past as an experiential process, using that history or historical script or historical understanding to see what may happen in the future. That will put us into a process of rabbit in the headlights. We don't do anything, we just stay where we are, and we become in kind of limbo in a process that nothing changes. But it might be that the future could be welcome change. It could be more opportunities for you, it could be more productive. It could take you out of that cycle of always being stuck. So in order to do that, what you have to see is that the future is not scary. Change is not scary. Change is just a process that every human being on the planet does every day of your lives. Whether it's just changing the breakfast cereal you would use, whether it's changing your way to work, whether it's opportunities that you interact with, all those changes can result in a process that's productive and positive, but it also can focus on being negative and non-productive, and that's the fear for a lot of people. So in order to understand forward processes change, then you have to see them as opportunities that may or may not turn out correct, but there is no correct. So it's just ways of looking at things differently. I have a mantra I give people who are scared or worried about fear, is that fear is the first step before awareness. Once you're aware of the fear and you've interacted with it in some way, shape or form, then you can never be as fearful as it again. And awareness is the first step before acceptance. Once you accept your fear, accept what it is you're scared of, then you can no longer be fearful of it. And acceptance means you've moved on. But you've moved on to the next thing that's fearful, because it's a process. It's in every part of our working day to a lesser or greater degree. It's a bit like going on a roller coaster. If you've gone on a roller coaster and never been on this particular roller coaster, it's the first time you're going on it, and you don't know what you're up against. So you might sit on it, and then you would kind of get on the ride, and the ride would do what the ride does. So once you've been round the ride, and you've experienced all the twists, all the turns, all the highs, all the lows, all the scary bits, then the next time you go on, it's not going to do anything different. It's a ride. It will stay exactly the same. There's not many roller coasters that change every time you go on them, as far as I'm aware. So once you get off that roller coaster and you've had that ride, your awareness of the ride means that you can't be as fearful. So fear is just something that is a part of our world, is a part of our lives, as is change. And the fear of change is what immobilises people. Try not to be too scared about what might be. Try and see whether it is. And then you never know, you may enjoy it. You may go on more roller coaster rides. Take care.